Hello everyone. This is the third update on the USA v. Gallagher federal court case that has been happening in Nashville this past week. Tuesday, January 23rd, jury selection started. Wednesday, January 24th, jury selection concluded, and the first January 25th. The second witness, a former employee of Carafem, the clinic at which the rescue was performed on March 5th of 2021, was called. She confirmed multiple times that no violence took place. She talked about how she told a couple that arrived to the clinic that day as patients to turn around and go back to their car, and that Carafem would be in touch later for rescheduling their appointment. Later on that day, the third witness, the former defendant of this case, took the stand. She was there and participated in the rescue that day and was involved in various events leading up to the rescue. She also gave a definition of what a blowfish, in her understanding, was. This was a person, according to her understanding, that agreed to stand in the hallway to appear that the group of people intending to be arrested was larger than what it actually was in order to command a larger police response. Her cross-examination went over until Friday, January 26th. After her testimony concluded, the fourth witness took the stand. This was the patient that the former Carafem employee was trying to escort back to their car. After that, the fifth witness took the stand. This person was an FBI analyst. Her goal was to show various communications. These communications came from Facebook primarily. Communications between the defendants, timestamps of calls that happened, etc. Also included in her testimony was various Google search terms pulled from one of the defendants' personal data. As a reminder, this is probably where we would drop in a sponsorship note from NordVPN if we happen to be sponsored, but we're not. But please take your online privacy seriously. After the FBI analyst, the sixth witness took the stand. This was the patient's then boyfriend, now husband. There was not much new information that came from his testimony. At this point, the prosecution was finished calling witnesses, and the defense called their one witness. This man was the lead negotiator for the Mount Juliet Police Department on the day that the rescue happened, March 5th of 2021. In every single case, when asked repeatedly, every single witness confirmed multiple times that all of the protesters were peaceful, nonviolent, not aggressive in any way whatsoever. In fact, at one point it was even noted that the most aggressive thing seen that day was a police officer that shoved two of the protesters up against a wall as he was trying to pass through. At this point, after the cross-examination of the police negotiator, both the prosecution and the defense rest. None of the defendants testify on their own behalf. Jury instructions begin. These took quite a bit of time. Of note, the judge ruled that Pinkerton liability is not applicable in this case. Pinkerton liability calls for equal conviction across multiple defendants in a conspiracy charge, regardless of whether or not each individual committed those acts. The prosecution submitted the handy language, which was used in the recent D.C. case. The judge ruled that that language was not applicable in this case, and that each of the defendants would have to be charged and ruled on by the jury individually. There were lots of discussions over words such as hinder and intimidate, and second charge, that is the conspiracy charge or the FACE Act violation charge. It was confusing, to say the least. However, there ultimately was agreement reached, and this coming Monday, deliberate. We anticipate that Monday, this coming Monday, will be the last day of this trial. It's possible that jury deliberation could take multiple days, but we just don't know at this point. We will be sure to update you with more information as we have it. Over the weekend, we also released Chet Gallagher's episodes. It's a 2-part episode on the Stifle Cry podcast. Chet Gallagher is the namesake defendant for this case. He's a former Las Vegas police officer and has an incredible testimony that I do hope you will listen to. And now, until we have more information for you, please be in prayer for the defendants and for the case, and that God's will would be done and his name glorified.